Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you. This is just a kind of an overview of what has happened since I took the office of Chamber of Commerce. So just to kind of start off with, just so that everyone is aware of it, this is the mission statement set out by the Chamber of Commerce, basically in business for business. And you can see there it's the objective of Westport Chamber of Commerce to promote business in Westport, attract new business to Westport, lobby for business interests, provide service and information for members, and to encourage camaraderie and friendship between members. And that's something we strive for on a daily basis, and it's something, in fairness, that the girls in the office strive for at any given time to try and work at all times for the betterment of Westport. So basically, Westport Chamber, the active involvement with partnerships and committees. So this is a kind of an overview of just a kind of a brief kind of look at what is the Chamber of Commerce and where we're at. As you all know, we're involved with FOSS. We have 21 employees, and a lot of people might be aware of it, but these are the different organisations they're involved in. You have the Western Regional Fisheries Board, Westport Sports Complex, the Youth Cafe, Tidy Towns, Sports Development, St Mary's Church, the Family Resort Centre, the Chamber office itself, and the radio. So I mean, that is a lot of people, and that's a lot of money being generated around the town. So I mean, and people might be aware that Stephanie over there, Stephanie Colban, she's the supervisor of all this, as well as looking after Chamber work. She's also the supervisor of all those people, and she is, as we say, the Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Commerce. So, what have we done over the last while? We've been involved in Heritage Day, organised in conjunction with Gnomeo, Westport Town Council and Tidy Towns. And the cooperation and the partnership and the work that's done between all these is, you can't put a price on it. And just that I see some people here, I would like to make this, I'll be saying it a couple of times tonight, is to thank the Westport Town Council for their tremendous support and partnership that they've afforded us down through the years. It's been exceptional, and they've sponsored us, and without that, a lot of the stuff that the Chamber would have done, and a lot of the lads from the Council have been given so much of their time, we wouldn't have been able to do what we're doing. The Tidy Towns, another organisation who dig in whenever we want them, and if there's anything to clean up afterwards, they're there to do it. So I mean, this is part of the great things about Westport. There's great volunteerism, and I mean, in fairness, Gnomeo, Tidy Towns and Westport Council, they're all involved in the Heritage Day, promoting Westport again. Another one that's been mentioned earlier is Spreen and Olive. It has been gone on now for 4 years. It's a huge undertaking, and as Tom alluded to earlier in his report, I mean, this year Stephanie pulled it all together along with the girls in the office. So tremendous work done by Stephanie. Somewhere in the region of 18,000 people visited Westport over the 3 days. We tried to create an atmosphere, tried to create a Christmas spirit to enable people to come and experience what Westport has to offer. And again, it's a cross-community initiative supported hugely by the Westport Town Council, Allergan, Forest of Gaeilge, Mayo County Development Board, FOSS, Westport Tidy Towns and Gnomeo. So, an initiative that started back in 2009, and I'm sure it will continue. Another great achievement for Westport this year was the fact that we won the Best Place in Ireland to Live award. Again, the Chamber of Commerce was involved in organising craft stalls, provided stewards, erected marquees, and helped everyone involved to promote the event. So just a kind of an outline. Food festival, it was on for 3 days, another event to generate more people coming into town. Again, we were on the organising committee, we were organising the food stalls, distributed shillings, that's money, lads, in case you don't know. We also helped out in the video participation and the promotional video event that was done for that particular festival. Now, I do know that some of the girls in the Chamber office and a few other people around town were all involved. But one thing I did notice is that there was no one ringing up from Warner Brothers or anything like that, so I don't know about the acting careers. I think they could stay at the day job. Another one is Destination Westport. We got involved in a partnership with Destination Westport. Again, promoting Westport, we organised an event called a 90-second video competition. It was open to a range of people within Westport, outside Westport, tourists and whatnot, just to put together 90-second video of what Westport meant to them. So it was a very worthwhile competition. There was a lot of entries in it, and again, basically we want to use this to target Westport again, to international tour operators. So again, tremendous work done by the girls up there at the Chamber office. Another Westport Tourism. Again, we were highly involved in the 11 to 12 survey compilation, and those of you who were at their launch last week, I thought we have a great, you can see that there was some tremendous feedback and some great recommendations, and his book, if I can promote another organisation, is something that I would recommend anyone from Westport to have a look at, because he has somewhere in the region of 17 recommendations, one or two of them being to try and address the issue which we mentioned earlier on of vacant buildings or stuff like that. So that was the Westport 2013-11-12. Again, we have Simon here and Pat who are going to give us a presentation later on smart travel. The Chamber was again involved in the steering committee with the Town Council and local business and school communities. CCTV, it's something that's been ongoing for a while, and at long last I think we've got to the bottom of it, and it is something that will be launched in the very near future. It's an initiative with the Town Council and the Garda Síochána, and it liaises with business on the camera system. So that's something that's coming down the streets as well. It's something we've been involved with. We've also launched our website, Westport Chamber IE. It was launched in 2012. And as you can see, to provide collective information for people and a tool for members of the Chamber and business directors. Again, it's another bow, I suppose, as far as of what we do. Our enterprise centre, which there was a huge amount of discussion, and there was a lot of debate in the Chamber office when I went there, and in fairness, under Danny's stewardship, we got it across the line, and it has borne fruit. And as you all know what the outcome is, I mean, the building was complete, the building was sold, Allergan bought the building for their part of their investment, and the multi-agency group, as Tom said in the report, and David covered off in the accounts, we have money back from that, and we have that ring fenced again for another location, and again that's in the pipeline, and I believe we're moving very well on that, and that hopes to be set up soon. Again, it's all about creating Westport, getting it on the world map, and getting people to see exactly what Westport has to offer. Moving briskly on, guys, some of the Chamber projects we undertook. We surveyed businesses to determine exactly what are we doing. Like, I mean, are we doing good or bad or indifferent, and what do the people think about us? So, to promote the awareness of the Chamber, 82% were satisfied, 57% found seminars very beneficial, and 58% considered speeding a positive venture. But then again, we had 55 who were unfamiliar with the Chamber website. So there's good and bad in these kind of surveys, but I mean, it's nice to see that people who were surveyed are satisfied with our services, and it just, to try and, that Chamber website wasn't set up at the time of this particular survey, so maybe the next time it's done, it'll have a higher one. Shop local, we organised a loyalty Allergan card, offering employees discount around town. We also were involved with Paul Claffey Tours. Local business were encouraged, and a discount card was given to over 1,000 visitors to Westport. And that creates a feel-good factor for all these people that come to visit Westport. Again, we linked up with Electric Ireland and offered 17% discount for Chamber members, and I do know, I've been told, that people have availed of the discount. So, as you can see, many people have taken up on it. Certificates of origin, that's what the Chambers are due, and it's only Chambers can do it. So it's exporting certification service to local companies, and it's approved to authorise EU and Arab certificates of origin. So it's the main form of income for the Chamber of Commerce, so it's very critical for us. Funding, which is something we all talk about, and in these difficult times, it's difficult to be going back to the same people year in, year out to get funding. So over the term, we've had a golf fundraiser, we've had a Chamber of Commerce table quiz with donations onto Western Care, we had a free wall planner, and all to promote local business, and we have now started up a marquee rental scheme. So again, you can see that we're looking at different things. We've had to think outside the box to raise funds. Seminars. We're continuously looking to have seminars for people, continuously looking to see what do people want, what they don't want. And over the last while you can see back in November we had a press release done by PR West, we had a budget briefing in conjunction with BNI, and then in March we had employment and investment incentive, we had in May employment law and health and safety, in September we had surviving the recession by George Mudat. I think actually it was very interesting. In September we had a startup breakfast coming up, and tomorrow is the deadline. We have a customer service training seminar, hopefully all going well. We have a social media training, and we have funding for your business in IBEC and Castlebar. And in November we have a big one insofar as Meet West Business Network, which is it's a big weekend. So again, you can see what we're doing and what we have done over the term that have been involved in this. As always, as in a chamber in business, there'll be challenges. Again, these are no secrets. You all know high-speed, high-capacity broadband, the road connections, Knock Airport, rail services. These sometimes can be challenges. Infrastructure as regards water capacity, power supply, industrial land, and of course retail. Rates, I mean, in fairness, our rates at the moment are, I believe, the lowest across the country. So, and of course, empty and unfinished development. I mean, there's nothing I or you can do anything about that, but I mean, that's part and parcel of the challenges that I'm sure as a chamber and as a town we will face them all together and work on it. Thank yous to the Executive Committee, Danny James, Dr. Albert White, Sheila, Michael Moore, PJ, the Vice President, to Tom, the Secretary, to David, to Neil, Stephanie, Bridget, Angela and Delia. So that's kind of, I look at what's happened in my term at the Chamber of Commerce. Before I hand you over to the incoming President and the election, I'd just like to finish off. So just to say a few words to those who are involved. To finish my term of office, I'd like to thank you for the privilege and the honour of being President, and it has been a great privilege. Westport Chamber of Commerce is a tremendous organisation, and I would encourage those here in the audience to consider getting involved. As I've learned through my term, the different number of strands associated to Westport Chamber of Commerce, and it continuously strives to achieve its mission statement, and that is always working towards the betterment of Westport. Unfortunately in every organisation, there are those who are of the opinion that we sit up in the Chamber of Commerce office drinking expensive brandy and smoking big thick cigars, all at the cost of the Chamber or at the expense of the Chamber, and nothing could be further from the truth. It's been an eventful time, as you can see, all the different things that we've undertaken, of which I must once again state, guys, that all that the Chamber does is for Westport and its people, and that's what we do. Our motto is putting Westport and its people first. And before I hand you over to the incoming President, because I can see he's like a little terrier there waiting now, it would be remiss of me not to pay tribute to the different bodies we are associated with, the different organisations in Westport. Our colleagues at UDC, and Moore, Martin, Keating, Simon, and all its employees for all the tremendous support they've given us down through the years. The cooperation between these two organisations goes back a long way. Thanks also to FOSS, our sponsors, and to the other voluntary organisations which we've worked with down through the last 2 or 3 years, and they've all been mentioned to you earlier on in the presentation. Because we are the envy of others, so long way at last. To you, the members, I say thank you for your support for this voluntary organisation. To the Executive Council, what can I say about these group of people who give so freely of their time, in fairness to these gentlemen and ladies, and in fairness there's no gain to them. So I sincerely thank you for the invaluable support they've given me, for their guidance and throughout my time. To Tom Tracy, who is unavoidably absent tonight, he's away on holidays. I thank him for all his hard work. He is, without doubt, a very professional guy, and I do believe he is making himself available to stay on as Secretary. To David, to thank him again for keeping the finances straight and ease the burden of the incoming President, because it's one less thing to worry about. Some of you may not know the girls who work in the office, in no particular order, Bridget, Delia and Angela, and a lot of the time they go unnoticed, but to me they don't, because these ladies they're always doing something, they're always trying to come up with ideas, and nothing is ever a problem. So to them I say thank you very much. last but by no means least, to Stephanie. She's the lady that pulls all this together, and as evidenced by everything that she's done, her contribution and work ethos has made the Chamber as progressive as the town it represents. So Stephanie, thank you very much for all your hard work and support. Thank you.